Day 7 of 21, it's coming to the end and it's time to do vlog for the day 7. I always suggest to people to do things when they remember clearly. Why I'm saying this to you, I remember when I was in police academy, I was studying forensic crime investigations. We were always being told how long the memory can last with somebody, how long you can testify in the court, and why it's important to write things down. Why is it important that you don't just remember, but to write things down? Well, I'm traveling and try to put as much as information possible either in my journal, which I'm always bringing with me. So journal comes with me everywhere. There's no question asked. I need to have with me always. So put things down, not just to forget, but to remember. Not just because I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I want to be sure that I'm putting proper information out. So guys, always do when you have the fresh start of the day, before you go to sleep, try to do things then. Don't wait a couple days after some events to do, because you're going to exaggerate. You're going to fill the gaps and then you're going to say like, well, that's not really true. But we come to this a little bit later. We're going to demystify some occurrences in our lives and why people are not successful. Now, so day 7 comes to the end, and then today I realized that the month of May, it is the major month of events happening in my life. This month of May, happened to me that be the crucial month. So many happenings in my life. One of them, it is that 1998, 26 years ago, I being transferred from Department of Defense to Department of Foreign Affairs. But about this in some other times. I need to have the coffee. I wanted the coffee because machine makes different coffee. This is cappuccino. It's nice actually. English people know how to make a good coffee because they learn. I don't know, from Italians, French, who knows? And it's double price when they bring you the door. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna share with you what's happened today. So today I went to the Imperial War Museum here in London. First of all, I didn't know what to expect. I know that I always craved to go in that place. We are in front of the Imperial War Museum in London. The place I was aching so long to visit. But not because to be impressed with the weapons or all these devices causing the misery and death, but as well to we learn from the history. Those who don't know, I spent almost 14 years in military and 5 years in a war, so I know what the combat it is. But today we are here exactly in London, where we're gonna learn from past, because this podcast, it is about life battles. We are all waging life battles. Nobody else can do this for us. Eventually, we either win the war or lose the war. And as I say, me as a little kid, I always want to visit this place, always. I was watching a history channel, you know, the life, the scorched earth, you know, the battlefields, the line of fire. And I know that majority of things has been recorded here, another place in England, Bovington. But let's go inside and let's go see what we can learn from history. The devices that humankind can invent to cause the pain, misery, ultimately death, it's unlimited. But as well, there's a knowledge we can use and learn from history to win the battles today. So let's go inside and let's go see what we can all learn from this place, Imperial War Museum in London. And let's go inside. It's a free entry. It's a north entrance, it says. So let's go see it. When I entered inside, apart the lovely lady, she told me, don't you dare to use the camera video? I said, why is that? She says, you can't do it. And you can take the pictures everywhere except on 2 of the exhibitions. One is a Holocaust. I'm not sure why is that. You can't take the pictures of the Holocaust, okay? And some other things. So I take a couple pictures there so you can see it. The place, it's truly the treasure. It's a I can explain, like it's like a database of human history of the warfare, and It's not that I went there to just see what type of weapons we're using to kill each other, to destroy each other, to make it people miserable, sad, destroying the human lives, destroying the properties, the cities, the villages, because I know what the weapons can do. I was in the military 14 years. From these 14 years, I spent 5 years in combat. I don't know what the weapons can do from Second World War, which I used, to the weapons of the modern age. The weapons itself, I realized today again, doesn't matter how many times I saw the weapons, I realized today for the very first time on some deeper level that all these weapons are being manufactured, produced to kill, destroy, or any other means. But the thing is, the weapon itself, it's cold, it's heavy. If the human doesn't hold that weapon, it doesn't press in something, doesn't clean something, doesn't carry something, that weapon is not it's useless if the human doesn't servicing that weapon in any shape, size or form. I was the same. I was a combatant. Then I saw today, for example, the German motorcycle with a carriage on the side. My late father had that same motorbike. It's called Zinda, and it was a beautiful motorbike. But my father never left me to drive this motorbike. He gave to his brother's son, who sold. I mean, that was my father. Okay, congratulations. The fact is that Imperial War Museum, it's a truly one amazing place. But the reason why I went there, it's to see everything what I saw on TV, because they utilized all that equipment there, and they recorded a lot of shows on a History Channel, which I saw through my life, and I said to myself, I need to see this place. The best part of all of this is not, you can see they really depicted the human suffering, not just the uniforms, not just the weapons, not just the tools, but the human suffering, particularly First World War, on such a scale that's unbelievable. And then you can see all these weapons, sophistications of the weaponry, being designed in the 2-3 decades from the World War One to World War Two. It's unbelievable. But major reason I was interested being there, it was to get hands on some books I wanted. I love espionage because this is a topic near and dear to my heart. I work in intelligence sector and particularly military. But then I discovered an entire new generation of propaganda. Propaganda being depicted in the First World War and Second World War. What I try to say, it's 100 years ago or 80 years ago, Second World War, propaganda was being designed by the ordinary people. Today, to design some type of promotional material, some marketing material, you have the people with the universities, you have the people with the I can't even explain to you. It's like with the degrees, and they need to run all this analysis and what color, what font. What I try to say to you guys, it's depicted in this museum very, very well. They explain, they portray it, they collected to the decades, to the even century. Now, how propaganda influenced ordinary people and what it's done on the home front, what's done for the soldiers, so civilians working in the armament industry, and then the propaganda soldiers itself. So if you put those three groups, you can put this together today into one funnel: TV and social media, where all these gurus talking those things. But let me now share more about what's happened today. Today was a beautiful day in London. It was an amazing day. It's always raining, it's always great, but today was different. Today, because I'm staying in this also hotel, sea containers, when I come back from museum, I saw this beautiful blue sky, puffy white clouds, and what I did, take the pictures. Now, this is what brings me to the point of my conversation today, what we're gonna learn today. I want you to take the note down. And my question for all of you, it is very simple. When you're traveling, are you taking so many pictures? If yes, let me know why or videos, because today I realized how important it is to enjoy the holidays, enjoy your travels, enjoy everything. Less time on a mobile phone, less time clicking, making videos, because most of this clicking actually it's for temporary use. No, for the you're putting it into some folder for the memories, and one day you're gonna watch with your grandkids and everything else. I don't think so. People do this anymore. I don't think so. So in last 7 days, I'm documenting everything. So me documenting everything, I want to this be something unique. You know, I want to explore that possibility. You know, doing the vlogging while I'm traveling. So this is not like I'm, as I'm seeing on YouTube, you know, him or her with the camera. Today we're gonna fly with this airplane, this company, and this is my first class seat, and I gonna have the couple spoons of caviar, which brings me to my coffee. I love this coffee. Anyway, so this is not a deep vlogging. I'm trying to genuinely pass my knowledge, my views, you know, guys, so you can travel, you can learn from all this, because I'm observing people around me. I'm observing because that is in my nature, that is my education, that is my life, this is my livelihood, this is me. I'm the guy who sees all, who knows all. That's very simple. That was my job in the past. Now it's gonna be till day I die. I'm the guy who knows things. Why? Because I was being trained to be investigator, interrogator, and then later on human intelligence expert. Espionage. I try to combine all these fields together when I travel to bring you the best. Now, when I travel, I'm noticing things like today as well, that I'm spending time carrying my equipment around. So this is not like a one flight, I'm sitting in my chair or my sky bed. This is not it. That's, I leave to these people who are love to do these things. But when you're traveling, you need to pay attention what's happening around you, guys. You need to pay attention. Like, you know, why you working on a plane? I always say people, why you are turning on your laptop and working on a plane? Because in a plane, it's the easiest time to steal your data, your information, engage in social engineering. I mean, real one, you know, face-to-face interaction. You're gonna lose everything. Don't do this. Same when you're traveling. Stop spending time recording every freaking, you know, the part of your life, daily life. Instead of this, guys, be smart. Record what you can, when you can. Not because you must to show off. Showing off things is not necessary. Which brings me to the topic I want to discuss today with you. And that is perfection. What is the perfection? And I mean, I was on a plane and I was looking, when I was entering the airplane yesterday from Belgrade, most of people walking in a plane, they look successful, they look very rich, they look very, I can't even say to that word, you know what I mean? But they all, I think they invested all this money into that clothing and appearance, physical appearance, and how they're gonna be seen and perceived while they're traveling on a plane. I know, flying on a plane, it's beautiful. Guys, when I fly 15 hours from Sydney to Dubai, trust me, the last thing I care how I'm gonna look on a plane. And that's the difference what I'm saying. Here it must be that look in Europe. Okay, that's the part. But what's the perfection? And then I realized that when I was flying yesterday, that actually that wasn't my life. All my life, when I was living in Europe, even in Australia, I spent chasing perfection. I was determined that I need to be perfect man so I can then go out and search for the perfect girl or perfect job or perfect friendship, because I didn't believe that my body can be fit. Well, it can't fit because I'm 190 kilos, whatever it is, but that I can fit into that group, that I will never be able to find a girl because I'm not that perfect guy with the perfect body. Perfection doesn't exist there. So then what we waiting for? I wrote this down yesterday on a plane. There's three things when it comes to perfection in life. And I want you to take this note down. Perfection or not perfection. Being perfect doesn't exist. I realized this long time ago. Regardless how successful we are, regardless how we look, regardless what we wear, people are gonna perceive us in a way they won't perceive us. So I realized that in my life, I spend so much time being perfect to attract the perfect person in my life. You as well. And then I can conclude this. There's 3 times perfection works in your life. Number 1, perfection you're looking and you're seeking, it's that you need to be perfect in order to attract somebody in your life. Secondly, you think because you're not perfect, you're going to attract that person who is perfect and is going to accept you as you are. So in her eyes, on his eyes, you're going to be perfect because he or she is a perfect. You don't need to be perfect. So that's another premise. It's killing you all. It was killing me as well. There's no such a thing, perfection. And element number 3 is we forget one thing, to love ourselves. That's why perfection doesn't exist. Because we're doing everything to attract something we believe is better than us, so we need to be like them, him or her. Or when we're realizing that we are not perfect, maybe that perfect person is going to accept us as who we are, while we're forgetting very important thing, and that is that we need to love ourselves. Guys, I'm 52 years old and I couldn't care less what somebody thinks about me. There's no man who can tell me there's a bigger man than me. And there's many reasons. But I done in my life many wrong things I'm not proud of. One thing it is certainly that I spend time chasing perfection. Perfect people, perfect girlfriend, perfect this, perfect that. But to me attract this, I was thinking myself, I need to be perfect. And what is perfection? I was mirroring myself what my imagination wanted me to see in him or her or them. So guys, perfection does not exist. Which brings us to the end of my day 7 of 21 day traveling. I'm in London and we're gonna review more stuff as we go. So what I'm trying to say to you, it doesn't matter what you do or what you wish. Love yourself first and foremost. Everything else is gonna be alright. So let me know in the comment section, does the perfection exist or not? Speak to you soon.